back, folks. Today we'll be discussing the Black Death. I'm your host, Anna Sethi. We have some very special guests to answer some important questions. It's my pleasure to introduce Rosie Rodell from Florence. Hello, Rosie. I'm glad to have you here. So tell us a little bit about yourself and your home life.
Well, I was born into a very poor family in Florence. I'm considered a peasant, and I am trying, but struggling, to make money. I currently work 3 jobs cleaning houses. Both my mother and my brother have the Black Death, so I also have to take care of them.
That's very unfortunate.
Yes.
What do you believe is the cause of this mysterious disease, so-called the Black Death?
I personally believe that this Black Death was originated by God's anger at those who sin. You know, most people have been blaming it on the Jews. They think the Jews poison the water from the well, and that is why they get water from the river. I just don't agree with that, because I don't know how anyone could just take that much work into poisoning our water.
Yeah, that's absurd. So you mentioned earlier that your mother and your brother both had forms of the Black Death. What did they look like, or what were the symptoms that you noticed?
Well, the doctor said that they both had bubonic plague. One of the first things my mother noticed was that she got headaches quite often. My brother, on the other hand, immediately felt weak in his joints and threw up daily. And they also had big, large, bluish-black bumps on their neck and under the armpits.
What do you think is the reason for this also awful disease to spread across Europe so quickly?
I noticed that a ton of people were blaming the Jews, and God wanted to teach everyone of them a lesson. Therefore, anyone who blamed the Jews were cursed with this disease. This is my best inference on why this plague began and is spreading.
Do you believe anyone in particular caused the plague to begin affecting people?
Again, the main reason this plague began was people disobeying God and being rude, selfish people. That's all I have to say.
It's a good thought. Is there any way of stopping or slowing down this disease?
One way is repentance of sins, which is where you pray to God every day for all the things you've done wrong and hope that God forgives you. Another way is called flagellation. People, like this young man, ow, 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 ow. They whip themselves for 33.5 days, because that's how old Jesus was when he was crucified. They believe if they torture themselves enough, then God will think they've been tortured enough and not curse them with the Black Plague.
That's a good idea. Question number 6. From your knowledge, do you know of any forms or types of this plague?
No. Like I said before, I only know of the one my relatives got, which was the bubonic type.
Oh, okay. How has this disease affected your daily life?
Well, because millions of people were dying, businesses needed more and more workers. This is how I got my 3 jobs. However, I also need to take care of my mother and brother because of this disease.
So it created more job opportunities for the peasants.
Yes, and a lot of more busy schedule.
That's good. Last question. How has this disease affected the society around you?
Well, because of the Black Death comes after everyone, even people of the higher class like lords, it has given us peasants more opportunity to be normal or more like the higher class.
That's good.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that should be it. It was a pleasure meeting you, and my best regards to your dear mother and brother.
Thank you.
We'll be right back after this short break. Are you tired of whipping yourself all day long? Well, with this new pill, you can get the feeling of whipping yourself without actually physically whipping yourself. Here, you try.
Ow, 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 ow. Hey, can I try? Yeah, sure. Ow, 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 ow.
Call now and you can get 10 free pills or 2 bottles for just $6.99. call 11348. Again, that's 11348. It's great. And we're back with our next guest, Lord Harold. Hello, sir. I see you have a few problems there yourself. What's going on?
Well, I'm not really sure. This morning I woke up with a few purple spots around my face. I went to the doctor and he said I have the septicemic plague.
Oh, that's terrible.
I don't really understand what that is.
I know you are aware of the Black Death. Do you have any idea of how this epidemic started?
My theory is because of all the way the stars and the planets were moving was causing bad smells to come onto Earth, causing the Black Plague to affect people.
Oh, I never thought about it that way. Have you ever reached out to anyone to find out if you are sick? I mean, you talked to your doctor, but tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, well, like I said about my doctor, he was working with this weird mask thing that looked like a bird's beak and a really long black coat. He never told me why he wore this, but I do know that his beak was filled with flowers. So maybe he wanted to smell some good smells while he checked me out.
So the whole beak was filled with flowers?
Maybe.
That's weird. Question number 4. The Black Death has been going on for almost 5 years now. How many people do you think have died from this, approximately?
For my best guess, I would say around 20 to 25 million people.
Whoa, that's a lot.
It's just an estimate, though.
Why or how do you think the Black Death is spreading across Europe from city to city so quickly?
Many people shake hands with each other when they first meet, and I think this transfers the disease from person to person.
Oh, so like when they meet, they go like this. Hello.
But I wouldn't suggest
Oh,
that.
yeah, sorry. Question number 6. How has this disease affected the people around you?
The number of powerful lords, like me, is decreasing rapidly. And I'm concerned that our great feudalism system is starting to come to an end, unfortunately.
Oh, that's terrible.
For me, yes.
Question number 7. In your letter, you mentioned that you had 2 daughters. How has this affected their lives?
Daughters?
Yes, indeed I do. And they keep singing this little rhyme over and over again. Just like these 2 kids here.
Ring around the rosy, a pocket full of posy. Ashes, ashes, we all fall down.
Oh my
my
gosh. The words in that song, if you listen to them, they're dying at the end. I can't believe kids would make up a song like that.
I didn't realize.
Oh my gosh, is there anything we can do to help you? Your bumps, they seem to be getting bigger, and your hands, they're all black.
My doctor did say I could rub some pig fat on them, but I wouldn't suppose you'd have any.
I don't know if we do have.
Ah!
Oh my goodness. Well, what a shame. Anyways, thank you all for joining me here today, and remember to live your life to the fullest and never sin, or you'll end up like him.